future is now.
Hi everyone, Cheryl Cran. I wanted to share with you a look at how I'm doing my virtual keynotes. I work with my audio guy, Mark, my audio video guy, and we're able to really leverage the technology to provide a virtual keynote where the background is changing constantly, but also I'm able to zoom in, zoom out, and that's due to Mark's wisdom in able to manage that for me. And we're also going to share in this clip a behind the scenes look of our setup and how we do this. You know, we have had to pivot really quickly to the online reality. Before COVID, I was traveling a lot, delivering a lot of in-person keynotes. Post-COVID, they're all turned into virtual keynotes online. And although it's not the same as being in person, I've really enjoyed the dynamic of interacting very rapidly through chat and polling with the audience members. So I really want you to enjoy this clip. Enjoy.
And really what we're talking about is getting everyone to be a change leader so that they can help us move along and we're not hitting as many road bumps when we're going from disruption to a disruption. So I want you to pause for a moment right now and think of yourself and think of how you would rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being high, at being resilient through the disruptions that have happened over the past few months. You know, would you rate yourself 10 out of 10? And then why? How would you rate yourself? And then take that a step further beyond the virtual streaming that I'm doing here with you and post-event, and ask yourself and look at all your team members and rate them objectively. How have each of them done as far as adapting to change through these times? And a lot of times what I'm finding with our consulting clients is that we're doing a lot of coaching with remote workers because the big shift from knowing a familiar environment to now having to leverage technology understanding, to leverage the ability to work remotely, has required a huge bandwidth expansion for people. And some people have done this more easily and more quickly than others. And then others have needed a lot of support around coming up with ideas. So having that outside perspective to help them brainstorm innovative ideas. And you can do this as a function with all your teams if you're not already doing this, is having meetings, virtual meetings, on Skype or whatever, Zoom, whatever you're using, for the specific purpose of innovative idea generation, of going beyond the current reality and how can we leverage beyond what we're already doing. So here's what you said in the survey about your biggest changes that you're dealing with. You said virtual and online education, no question. I think I read a statistic the other day that by iMeet that said 75% of people are really missing the meeting in person. 25%, which I predict are introverts because they're loving this whole work from home, remote, they like to work alone and not be bothered by people, is that they're actually adapting quite easily to the remote. But there's no question that we all have had to be much more adaptable in being able to interact virtually, to be able to use the virtual tools. And I love that Kevin mentioned you guys are getting a new platform that's going to allow you to collaborate and interact and leverage what you're already doing, because technology is part of the solution of everything we're talking about with strategy and innovation.
And thanks for watching. Take care.